Pat, talk to us about what a small manufacturer or a medium-sized manufacturer should do for research as they're evaluating where they want to export and where they're going to go, and how, looking at tariffs, looking at market research. What are some of the steps?
Well, some of the steps are to find out where your product is going to be well received. Where does the market exist? And the basics are: is there a demand for your product? Who else is there? What's the competitive presence? Are there any tariffs or barriers, whether they're published or unpublished, to your product or service?
Unpublished tariffs, what does that mean?
Protected markets. If you produce a good or a service, usually a good, that is of critical importance or deemed national importance to that country, or of market importance, there will often be many unpublished barriers that will be thrown up. Most countries do it, and it takes many forms.
I was going to say, in aerospace, it probably happens quite a bit.
Yeah, the aerospace, because it's such a heavily regulated industry, and there's so much compliance necessary that everybody's playing pretty much by the same rules.
How does the Commerce Department or the commercial officer, who you used to be?
I was a commercial officer.
Tell us about that experience.
Well, what the commercial service does, or what I would do, is we would help small to medium-sized firms export their product or service to foreign markets. Many, especially smaller firms, just don't have the in-house talent to be able to go develop a market overseas. So we would help them do that. As a commercial officer, I would be part of a diplomatic team in some embassy or consulate, typically on the receiving end of companies coming over, and we would help them, once the market research had been done, find distributors, find sales agents, find a market entry model that would work for them, working with our domestic partners such as Kendra Co. and the Export Assistance Centers.
Yeah. How did you find that experience?
It's the pace of the private sector sometimes exceeds the ability of the federal environment to respond. But overall, it's a very fascinating career path, very enjoyable to help small and medium-sized firms find a foothold in foreign markets. I mean, it really is quite enjoyable to see somebody make sales where they hadn't previously had a presence.
Yeah, and suddenly it's a big part of their market share, and they grow it from there.
Exactly.
What one piece of advice would you give to that small manufacturer?
Do your research.
Do your research.
Yep. Don't fly into a foreign market or a potential market just because you met somebody at a trade show, or because you have a cousin there, or because you like the climate. Make sure that you do the work up front with the help of qualified specialists to ensure that your product will be well received and that you will have a promising return on your investment in export development.
That's good advice. So take your time and think it out.
Correct. Yep. And you don't have to be big. You don't have to be a big firm to be involved in exporting, but you have to use the resources that you have carefully. Do your homework, do your homework, do your homework.
Sounds good. Yep. Thanks, Pat.
Sure thing.